Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on how to use COCA to improve your academic writing. Today is just going to have maybe a shorter little video about understanding collocates and how COCA can be used to check this concept in your own writing. So the first question that we need to address is, what are collocates? Well, collocates are words that occur very closely to other words with a frequency that is much greater than simply by chance. So a good example of this is the phrase maiden voyage. This is a more common or appropriate than saying, for example, first voyage or introductory voyage. Even though if you look in the dictionary, first, introductory, and maiden have all pretty much the same meaning, but we would never really say or write first voyage or introductory voyage. The reader or the listener is going to expect maiden voyage. So why is this important to understand? Well, this is going to give you a greater understanding of how vocabulary is used by knowing what other types of words are frequently used in conjunction with this word. This will allow your writing to match the expectations and the conventions of the readers, and in turn will avoid any confusion that the reader might have, or it might a common phrase might be awkward. It will make your writing sound a little less awkward if you are matching those expectations that the reader might have. So I have three examples here, and maybe we'll go through just a couple of them, and then you can check on the one on your own. So the first one I want to take a look at is acquire. So I want to know the collocates for the verb acquire. So here we have our COCA site, and I'm going to search in the Word tab, right here. So I'm going to just type in acquire. Now, there's a lot of information on this page. To go through this information more in depth, there is a separate video on what all of this information means. But for collocates, I want to pay attention to right here, collocates. So we have here common nouns, common verbs, common adjectives, and common adverbs that occur with the word acquire. And so we can see just a lot of words that will occur here. I'm actually going to click on more to give us a little more detail. And now we have a nice heat map with our results. So the darker colors are the ones that are most commonly used. And then, so these are ranked. So again, nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. So for nouns, we can acquire skills, acquire knowledge, acquire a company. And if you see here on the far right here, this little document tab. So let's just go for information, and I will click this document tab. Let me zoom out here. And now it's going to give you some context of where that occurs. So we can say, again, so this is information. The information, so we have here, the information they have acquired, uh, overwhelming amount of information it has acquired, much more information must be acquired. So we can see how this might be used in a context. Um, the other word I will just show is advanced. So let's look at advanced, especially as an adjective. Oops. So here we go. We're going to click on Word, see detailed info. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to jump right to the chart. So I'm going to click More. I just like this view a little bit better. It gives me a more understanding of the rankings and the frequency. So here we have advanced. We can say for nouns, technology, degree, system, study, research. For adjectives, international, industrial, medical, intermediate, nuclear. Verbs, develop, click, pursue, and adverbs, more, most, technologically. So again, using this concept, it will allow you to more accurately use some of these words with other words that occur frequently around this. And so it gives you a better idea of how to construct your sentences, and maybe how to provide more context. And I have one short application that I want to share on how you could use this. So very commonly, I try to tell students, if possible, to avoid generic verbs like do, have, make, and get. If you look at these words in the dictionary, you will see they have many different definitions. And so in academic writing, we always want to be a little more precise, especially with the actions that are occurring. So I have this example sentence here. Therefore, um, this should say we were unable to get a reliable result. Um, so we have this example here. We were unable to get a reliable result. And so if I want to replace get, I want to replace get with something that maybe is a more common or a more commonly used or more precise verb. So I'm going to look at get what. So, okay, result, get result. So what I want to see is what are some common verbs that occur with result. So I'm going to go back to COCA and I'm going to write in result. Detailed info for word. And again, just to dive in a little more deeply, I'm going to look at the verbs, right? So we have indicate, suggest, produce, obtain, present, achieve. So if I'm looking at that original context, I might say, okay, instead of get, maybe obtain, obtain a reliable result, or achieve a reliable result, perhaps yield a reliable result. Confirm or demonstrate a reliable result. Depending on what context, all of these are much more uh, accurate and precise actions that we could replace get with. So again, that's just a brief application of how you can use collocates to improve the preciseness and accuracy and academic style of your writing.